Grieving the loss of your pet harder than grieving the loss of a family member or a close friend does not make you a monster. The two deaths are incredibly different, but I want to touch upon three main differences in this video. And those are your pet's love, the unknown, and the aftermath. Obviously, our pets give us unconditional love. They don't care about our accomplishments or what we're doing with our lives. They don't care about our flaws or how imperfect we think we are. Our pets know us intimately. They know us better than anybody. We put on a front for everybody in our life, including our closest humans, our loved ones, our family members. Our pets see us at our most raw, unfiltered, and they see our flaws and they love us. They don't care about any of them. Not only that, our pets accept us and they understand us, and their presence alone brings us comfort because of those things. Losing that presence, that steady, constant presence of understanding and love and peace is incredibly different than losing the love of a family member or a close friend. And when it comes to the second thing, the unknown of death, it's different between pets and humans. We don't know if our pets understand death. Spiritually, I believe that they do, but we don't know for certain because they can't talk. We are not responsible for our human family members and friends for their passings. Typically, we know that our human family members understand death. We have talked about their final wishes. We know what they want at the end, typically. And again, typically, most of the time, we don't have to be the ones that make the decision of whether they stay here on earth or whether they go. With our pets, everything is unknown because they cannot speak to us. So we are responsible for their health and their wellness. We are responsible for getting them to the vet, for knowing the right thing to do for them. We are responsible for their wellness, for their emotional well-being, whereas with a human, they are responsible for those things. Whether they go to the doctor or not, if they are an adult, is not up to us. We can encourage them to, but it's up to them in the end. And so whatever happens to them with their health feels very out of our control, and we can't really blame ourselves for anything. But when it comes to our pet, it's really easy to blame ourselves. Maybe had we done something a little bit different, they'd still be on Earth. Maybe if we had chosen a different treatment, or if we had seen something sooner, they would still be here on Earth. And in the end, it is us that has to decide whether our pet stays here on Earth or goes whenever they do not go on their own. We don't often have to do that with humans. And so there's an element of questioning, of guilt often. Did we do the right thing when it comes to our pets that we don't have when it comes to humans? And we know that our humans, our family members, they understand death. We are not sure if our pet understands and is okay with it. Lastly, the aftermath of our pet's passing is very different than the aftermath of our human family members passing. When a human passes away, we know what they want typically. We've at least discussed with them what kind of funeral or wake or celebration of life that they want. We know what they want to do with their physical belongings. Typically, they have a will. They have a funeral, a literal celebration where people get to come and you get to eulogize them, or you get to hear somebody eulogize them. You get to hear other people's memories of your human loved ones. You get to be loved as others celebrate and comfort in the time of loss after a human. When it comes to your pet, they cross over at the vet or at home. You take them to the crematorium or you bury them, and that's the last time you see them. There is typically not a celebration of life. There's not this gathering of people who share memories of how your pet impacted them and their life. There's not this gathering of people around you to comfort you. When a human passes away, there are often meal trains and people send casseroles. There are cards that come in. There is time off of work. There is an understanding. There is a shared understanding with most of the world because everyone experiences human loss. But when it comes to a pet, you can't typically just call off work. There is nobody sending you cards or casseroles normally. It feels like you alone are the keeper of your pet's memories. Often, you are the only one who interacted with your pet. Your coworkers, your friends, maybe they have never even really spent time with your pet. You alone hold the stories and the memories of your pet. Nobody can come along and say, wow, I really miss the way that your pet made me feel, the way that they do when it comes to your family members passing away. And so it feels very lonely. And not everybody has this type of bond with their pet, so not everybody can understand. It's harder to say to work, I need time off because my pet passed away, whereas with humans, it's a lot easier. There are less check-ins. There's less presence and understanding when it comes to pet loss. You are not a monster. There's nothing wrong with you if the loss of your pet feels so much harder than the loss of an immediate family member or a close friend. These things are just not able to be compared. There are too many differences.